Good morning. Today is June 28th, Friday, June 28th. It is about quarter of 11 local time right now in the morning. And despite the fact that it is that time in the morning, the lighting in the room today is artificial lighting, and it's probably as good as it's going to get because it is raining a lot outside. It's been raining for like the last couple of days. It's going to be raining for the next couple of days, I believe. It's gotten cool and rainy, so just had to deal with it. It's a really good day to do this, though. Today, I want to go through the last of the vinyl collection, which basically is the specialty stuff. The stuff that I purchased for myself, specifically, or received as gifts that I want to keep in my collection, or that, I may eventually sell, but I don't really want to. And that consists of one large container of regular 33s and one small container of 45s. So we're going to do the 33s first. See if I can get a good view. Oops. It's hard to do this backwards. Okay. So this is the bin we're working on first. Most of this we have not gone through. A couple of the records we went through before, and I've moved them into this since then. This consists of reissues for the most part. I don't own a lot of, like significantly special vinyl as far as stuff that's worth anything. It's more just special to me. Like I have all of the Beatles records we're going to see here, all of the Beatles records when they were reissued at the time of the Beatles anthology. I went ahead and bought the entire set of them at that time, and so I have all of those in here. Alright, and actually that's what's first. This is the complete set of reissues of the Beatles records that were done for the Beatles anthology, which I believe was 1996, somewhere around there, 95, 96, something like that. So I've got each of them. That's Please Please Me, and it's the mono. The White Album, which, if I can get the glare in the right place there, so you can see it says the Beatles right there. Let's see. The insert is here. The photos are not in here. I actually framed those photos and hung them on my wall back in the 90s. I still have them. They're still framed. They're in my room at the old house. They're one of the last things that needs to be moved from the other house because I'm moving right now. For anyone who didn't know, or I've been moving for like a year, basically. I'm going to be moving for like a year. So we have Magical Mystery Tour. And this is, of course, the book in it as well. So this is the one with the, with the inside with the book. So you get all of that. All of that beautiful artwork and picture of John shoveling spaghetti or whatever. Stuff like that. I actually did like the Magical Mystery Tour special, but it's one of the stranger things I've ever seen. And I really can't imagine what it must have looked like originally to those people in black and white. Oh my god. No wonder no one understood it. In black and white, I can't imagine what it would have been like. We got Rubber Soul. This is, I think, my second favorite Beatle album. is Rubber Soul. Hard Day's Night. Hard Day's Night, by the way, I consider to be one of the better movies I've ever seen. It's a really, really good movie. It's just really well done. It's in my top 10, probably in my top 10 movies of all time. Revolver. This is my favorite Beatles album, really without question. I mean, Rubber Soul is kind of close, but Revolver is definitely my favorite. We have Help. In some ways, that movie was almost as weird as Magical Mystery Tour. Just like the pot version as opposed to the acid version, I guess. Sgt. Pepper's. Which, of course, you know, everyone says is like, you know, oh, that's the best album. I don't think it's the best album, and it's not my favorite one either. I'm not saying it's bad or anything, it's great, but let's see. The other reissues are here. I haven't reached them yet, apparently, so we'll move on to the Byrds. I have Turn, Turn, Turn from the Byrds. This one is Columbia in stereo. Most of the ones that are in here are in really good shape because I, you know, bought them special and then I've kept them, and they haven't really. Some of them haven't even been played at all. Like this one's pretty pristine. So yeah, it's PC 9254. Always a big Byrds fan. Next up is one of my Monkees albums. This is an original Monkees album. This is a Cole Gems in stereo, and this is Birds, the Bees, and Monkees, which was Peter Tork's last album. I mean, if you don't count Head, because Head came out after this album, but that was a soundtrack, so. So this is a Cole Gems record. It is a COS 109, and this one's pretty pristine. I have multiple original Monkees albums, plus I have a set of Sunday's colored vinyl Monkees albums, which I will show in a moment. They're in here as well. I just like those because the vinyl was so pretty. You know, they were all, each one was a different color, and they were translucent color. They weren't flat color. They weren't matte colors. You know, they weren't opaque. So they're beautiful. Next one up is Mike Nesmith album. This is Infinite Rider on the Big Dogma. Now, I'm a big Michael Nesmith fan. You know, apart from the Monkees, you know, he's an eccentric genius, and for a long time a reclusive one. I'm very happy to say that now that he's come out to tour with Mickey and Peter since Davy's death, I'm extremely happy to say that I managed to get tickets. I saw the Monkees a couple of times without him, and I was hoping that I would get a chance to actually see Nez in concert, but it was so rare for him to have any kind of concerts, you know, solo or anything, and certainly not too far from home. So, you know, unless I went down to the Southwest, I would be stuck. But now that he's touring, I managed to get tickets to a Monkees show, so I will at least get a chance to see Nez once in concert, and I'm really happy about that.